On this episode of Drinking Made Easy, I'll drink my way through the Big Apple. I'll go to one of the city's oldest bars.
1817.
What was that like?
It was really tough.
Was it tough? Was it a tough year?
Yeah, it was a tough year when we first opened.
The city's longest bar.
How far is Steve away from us?
100 feet.
And a speakeasy that's location is a secret. It's Drinking Made Easy, New York City. I'm Zane Lamprey. My job is to drink. I'm traveling the country with my buddies Mark Ryan and Steve McKenna as we explore the local drinking cultures, customs, and cocktails. Along the way, we'll soak in the local flavor in an effort to make drinking easy. New York City is a world hub for fashion, art, and finance. So I headed to the financial district to see if I have enough influence to crash the market at Exchange Bar and Grill.
This is the downtown area, the stock exchange area?
Yeah.
Okay. And you get a lot of suits. We call them suits.
After work, yeah.
Yeah. But what you hear is you have a ticker.
Yes.
But this isn't the stock exchange. They can't come in here and work. This is after work, but this...
Yes, after work, to enjoy.
To enjoy, and this is related to the bar.
Yes.
Okay, can you explain to me what this is?
It's basically working on the demand and supply.
Okay.
Like an exchange, stock market.
But based on just being in this bar?
Yes.
Okay.
The prices are based on supply and demand. When people buy a lot of a specific drink or food, the price goes up in 25-cent increments. When something's not selling, the price drops.
If I ordered one beer, would that change the price?
No, it's not gonna change one beer. Yeah.
What happens if I get 10?
10, yeah, it's gonna go up. If you order in 1 minute, it's gonna go up 50 cents.
Okay, let's go. I want 10 Stellas in 1 minute.
I ordered a round of Stellas to see if I could affect the market price.
All right, so let's see what we did to the prices. Stella?
Yes, it's 450 now.
It went up.
Yes.
We raised the price.
Yes.
We changed the market.
We changed it,
We
yes.
affected it. Now we have 10 beers.
Yes.
You want one? What if I got like 30 shots?
In 1 minute, it's
Yeah.
gonna went up probably $8.
Go to $8.
Probably, yeah.
So when you put in there, this one customer ordered 30 shots, the computer figures it out, it says, boom, ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
goes crazy.
Yeah.
And ticker tapes and people are yelling at each other across the exchange and whatever, and everyone's trying to buy it quickly
Yeah.
because it's going up, 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 and they're trying to get in there, and then boom, we set the high price,
Exactly, yeah.
and then it starts to go down.
Yes.
So yeah, can we get 30 shots of Kettle One, please?
I ordered a round of Kettle One to see if that would change the price.
There is a chance people come in here, they get Kettle One for $5 for a
Yes.
shot, okay?
Yes.
But I'm about to change that.
Yes,
But
sure.
when they come in, these prices are all different. They change
Yes,
all the time.
yes.
Okay, so here we go. $150. There we go. Okay, so now, if you ring these in,
Yes,
Then it'll
after
change.
bartender is in, it's gonna change.
okay, so let's see.
Yes,
Here we go.
and,
Got Kettle One.
that's it.
Oh, look what we
Yeah,
did!
yeah.
That's a rally! The stock
Yeah.
market is back! 825
825 right now.
to that.
Okay.
To Bears.
To the Bears.
Not like you.
Okay.
Cheers. I'm expensive. Wait, we just did it. Look at it. Wait, we did it. I crashed it.
Yes.
I crashed the market. If you come here and spend a lot of money, you can make numbers change. Isn't that neat? I spent about $200 and I made the numbers on the board change. How awesome is that?
With the market crashed, we headed to Penn Station to the longest bar in the city.
All right, now Steve, how far is Steve away from us?
He's, I'm gonna say 100 feet.
That's a safe distance. Look, there's like an older version of him standing right next to him. So this is the longest bar in New York City.
Yes,
And the name of this place is called Tracks.
in Penn Station, yes.
Do you understand the coincidence that the name of this place is Tracks and you guys are located near train tracks?
It's unbelievable, right? I couldn't believe it when he came up with that name.
Yeah. All right, so we're in Penn Station.
Yeah.
We're underground.
Yes.
We're beneath,
Madison Square Garden.
and you guys also make some signature cocktails.
We do, yeah.
Can you believe it? Because the name of your drinks also have train names.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you conductor's choice.
Conductor's Choice.
Yes.
That sounds delicious.
It's a chocolate martini.
Okay.
But the difference between this and every other chocolate martini you see around town,
Yeah.
it's actually clear.
Yeah.
It looks like a martini.
So, okay, and
So
then
you got all the flavors, and it's just clear.
and the conductors would have this.
They never touch it.
They never touch it.
They never come in here. We don't talk to them.
Okay, so it's called a conductor's choice because
Yes.
that conductor wants the passengers to drink these.
Now you.
The conductor's choice is creme de coco, vanilla vodka, and Grand Marnier.
We're gonna do 2/3, 1/3.
Two-thirds, 1/3. Looks like you just. Oh, okay. Really? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Now we got 2 drinks in there. You gotta remember that.
Oh, you're making. Okay.
I'm gonna make 2 at a time because you're
Holy
asking for 2 at a time. Well, we work in a
I
train.
thought you were making me one drink. You scared the crap out of me.
No, we work in a train station here,
Yes.
and people expect their drinks quickly.
Yes, because
So,
they have trains to
I got
catch,
2 minutes.
places to go, make me a drink. So you make 2 at a time.
That's what I'm talking
Ah, got it.
I'm gonna just put a hint of Grand Marnier in there.
Okay.
We actually glaze the inside of the glass. So this is what they call it, in and out. You just turn it.
What do you mean
turn
in
it.
and out? Are you gonna dump
So
it?
you're gonna dump it. Just keep turning it and turning
Where are
it.
you doing to dump it?
We're gonna dump it.
No, don't dump there.
Okay, dump it in there.
Dump it in here.
Okay, excellent. We got this fantastic cocktail. We don't like to over garnish here because people are in a hurry and they want the drinks quick. Thinking this while I'm working though.
I know. This place is shaking. Was that a train that just went by?
All the time, all day, every day.
That's what's happening?
Yeah.
You have an eating challenge here.
Yes.
Well, tell me what it is.
Okay, you got to consume 30 oysters in 2 minutes and your pint of Guinness, and we will comp you your second pint of Guinness.
I think this is your challenge. I am absolutely sure you could do this. Is there any way I can ask you to do this for me?
No.
Stop.
Okay, here's-
I've never had oysters before. I'm allergic to shellfish, but I'm gonna do it for the show.
I didn't want to send Steve to the hospital because of his alleged shellfish allergy, so I stepped in to do the challenge myself.
It's going down.
Go.
It's going into the crash.
30 oysters and a whole pint of Guinness in under 2 minutes. Child's play.
Huh?
45 seconds. Is it a minute?
I did it.
Minute 5 seconds. You get it in minute 5.
How long did it take me?
A minute and 5.
A minute and 5 seconds, that's a new Trax record. Coming up on Drinking Made Easy, a bar that's entrance is through a phone booth. Drinking Made Easy isn't just a TV show, it's also a drinking game.
Yeah.
So you can actually play along at home. You can drink along with us. For example, rule number 1, if you're the first person to see Pleplius hiding somewhere in the show or out in the open, you can make someone else drink. Rule number 2, if we mess up on our continuity, something's not quite the same from one shot to the next, you get to make someone drink. Rule number 3, when we challenge each other, pick a side. If you lose, you drink. To have these rules explained, and for more drinking rules of the show, go to drinkingmadeeasy.com. Oh, Pleplius, you have to drink.
Yeah.
We're in Metropolis, where our next location is accessed in a hot dog stand through Superman's dressing room.
Hi. Yes, Zane Lamprey and Steve McKenna. Okay, thank you.
They said for you to wait outside. Some video games over there. Hold on. Here's some quarters.
Please Don't Tell is a speakeasy that specializes in prohibition-style cocktails.
Cool.
So how do people find out about Please Don't Tell?
The way it works when we open, we wanted to be able to draw a destination crowd. So if someone had dinner uptown or across town, we wanted to be a place that had a table waiting for them after dinner or before dinner. So for the tables, we take reservations. For the bar, it's first come, first serve.
And how do they find out? They just pick up their phone?
Well, they walk down and then they actually veer left into a phone booth, pick up a phone, buzz it, and I have a host waiting right on the other side.
So let's say it's packed, tables are full, the bar is packed. 2 people leave. If I'm hanging out?
We have a waiting list.
Oh, there's a waiting list,
Yeah,
okay.
so we start a waiting list. We'll take their phone number. As soon as the seats are about to open up, we generally call them.
Can they hang out in the hot
They
dog
can
stand?
hang out in the hot dog stand. And one of the sort of best parts about this concept is that, you know, when your table's running a little bit late or when you can't get in when you want to, you go have a hot dog and drink a beer next door.
Yeah, but it's not like, there's no signage on the door, and all there is in the hot dog place is a phone booth.
Right.
So it really is a secret, but I mean, you have to know about it. It's not like a tourist or someone that didn't know about it would walk by.
No, they
could-
wouldn't.
They get a hot
They
dog,
wouldn't.
they'd see the phone booth, think nothing of it, and leave. I'm sure a lot of people
we
will do
don't
that.
advertise. I find that word of mouth is our most powerful sort of source of marketing.
But I mean, it's amazing because the name is Please Don't Tell.
Well, when
it's brilliant because all you want to do is tell somebody.
Yeah.
All right, so we've established what PDT is. When do we start drinking?
Right now.
Okay. Nice, right now.
There's 18 drinks and everyone has a description. I mean, the fastest way to do it might be to just ask Sean, what do you...
Sean.
Anything you absolutely hate?
No, I'm intrigued by everything on here, and I could sit here and look at this and go, oh, maybe I should get the Bobby Burns, but no, maybe the Newfangled or the Lion's Tooth.
He definitely has to try the Benton's Old Fashioned.
The Benton's Old Fashioned is made with Angostura bitters, maple syrup, bacon-infused bourbon, and orange.
A local restaurant, Momofuku, serves a ton of Benton's bacon. Alan Benton is a famous pig farmer in Tennessee.
Okay.
He makes great bacon. So they cook his bacon. When they cook the bacon, they save us the bacon fat that's left over. We warm up 1.5 ounces of the lard, add it molten to bourbon.
Okay.
It sits for about 4 hours. The bourbon and alcohol extract the flavor out of the smoky, salty pork flavor out of the bacon fat. We throw it in the freezer. When we throw it in the freezer, the fat freezes in a solid layer on the top. Poke a little hole in it and pour it through a cheesecloth. And what we have is a perfectly clear bourbon that's been flavored with all of the flavor of bacon, but doesn't have any of the residual bacon floating around in it. Let me just make sure if it's
Yeah, I just have to double check.
quality control.
QC, pass?
That doesn't suck. What do you think?
I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
There's a lot going on.
It was amazing.
Some cocktail bars you go in and you order a beer and they sort of look down at you. And what we do is we sort of serve them a great beer and then let the cocktails walking through the room and the people trying them sell the experience to them. And they, one person at the table orders a drink and likes it. That person who ordered the beer for the first round might try a cocktail the second round.
Right. Look, it's only an experience you can get by coming here. So please don't tell anyone what you saw here today. Don't tell anyone. Please don't tell anyone about this place. Now they're gonna go and call and they're gonna tell somebody.
Keep it like a
That's
secret.
not where, yeah, it's a secret. It's just between you and I.
While Steve was still trying to figure out how to get into Please Don't Tell, I went to DBGB, where they specialize in pairing rare and vintage beers with gourmet bar food.
You are the beer sommelier.
I walk around the restaurant and help people choose the right beer to eat with their meal.
Our first pairing was a peppercorn-infused spice root beer from Montreal and a burger.
So this beer, we're going to pair with the Spice Route.
Look at that. Oh.
Gorge, right?
Oh. Let's talk about the beer for a second.
Yeah.
The beer is an ale.
It's a rye ale
Okay.
brewed with peppercorn.
Yes, I smell pepper.
Imagine if you weren't drinking this beer with it. You wouldn't be able to fully
imagine-
appreciate.
imagine-
Don't do it. Don't do that to
No, you're saying
yourself.
imagine. What am I doing?
Pretend you don't have a beer. That doesn't feel good, right?
It's not a good feeling. It's not a feeling I want to have. Can I imagine that I have the beer again?
Yes.
Okay.
See, it's better.
Now I'm happy. Now I feel good.
Next up was lamb and a spicy merguez sauce with a floral Belgian triple.
So it's a super special beer because...
This one is.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's...
Flowery? It smells very, very floral.
Yeah, that's from the hops.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb. If I'm wrong, just shoot me down. But it's sort of like half a Weissen meets an IPA.
Well, that is wrong. It's more like...
No, it's fine. Tell me.
It's more like a Belgian triple
Oh,
meets
yes.
an IPA.
How do you know all this stuff?
Well, beer is my passion for sure. And I did a lot of traveling and went and learned kind of firsthand in all the beer countries what they pair together.
For dessert, a slightly sweet vintage barley wine paired with a rhubarb tart.
Look how there's very little carbonation.
Yeah, that's because this was actually brewed and bottled in 1996. The really unique thing about this beer is that Gale's Brewery has closed.
Wow.
So only their vintage ales kind of survive. You couldn't go and knock on the door and get a beer today.
But look how there's no bubbles left in there.
Right.
Is that because it's because of the age?
All of the yeast is converted to alcohol.
Oh.
So there's nothing to kind of bubble and to give it.
No more carbonation. So the yeast has eaten all the sugar and then it's died in the alcohol.
Uh-huh.
Is that right?
Yeah, so there will be a little sediment at the bottom, which is totally fine to drink.
Totally fine.
Great beer.
Holy cow.
They're made to savor. This is kind of the like, have this beer and then it's like, gotta go to bed.
Pear plum?
Yeah, it's definitely got some nice fruit for sure, which is why we're gonna pair it with dessert.
Thank you. This is rhubarb?
Rhubarb tart, go for it. It's got some Italian meringue, rhubarb ice cream. It's just like a dessert wine, like a nice Madeira or port at the end of the meal with dessert. And even the caramelization of the crust and the meringue up here. In general, this beer does go well with dessert.
And this was bottled 15 years ago. Did it taste like that? Was it a barley wine?
It was.
Oh, it was.
It was 9%.
It was 9%. Oh, okay.
But it will become a little stronger with age.
Is that stronger than 9%?
I would imagine it is.
I would say it is, too.
Yeah, the idea is that with age, the sugar's converted to alcohol. And you notice these more like umami or savory notes.
You say umami? What's that?
Savory, like how soy sauce has that.
In what language? Japanese?
Japanese. It's for when something is savory.
Like this has.
Like this has.
So this has that sort of umami.
You're loving it.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
I'm sorry that you couldn't let my friend Steve in.
Coming up on Drinking Made Easy, I'll visit the oldest bar in the city. We're in New York City, where Mark has ventured over the Williamsburg Bridge to visit the Brooklyn Brewery.
This is Steve Hindy. Steve, how did you get into the beer-making business?
I was a journalist for 15 years of my working life. Started out in small newspapers, got a job with Associated Press, and got it in my head I wanted to cover a war. And about a year later, I landed in Beirut as the Middle East correspondent for AP. The biggest impact on my life was meeting American diplomats in Saudi Arabia, where they have Islamic law. You can't buy alcoholic beverages. And these guys all made their own beer at home.
So you were thinking, I can make my own beer.
Eventually, I started a brewery.
You went looking for an experience in war, and you found beer.
Found beer, yeah, that's one way to look at it. But New York used to be a major brewing center. There were more than 100 breweries in metro New York. And Brooklyn was really the heart of that tradition. There were 48 breweries in Brooklyn 100 years ago. The recipe for our first beer, Brooklyn Lager, is based on the beers that were brewed back in the day here in Brooklyn.
This is the Brooklyn Lager right here. What gives it this great color?
The color comes from roasting the malted barley.
So this is the malted barley.
Malted barley, yeah.
And to get that full color that you have there, you just roast this a little longer.
Roast it a little bit, it turns amber in color and gives you an amber beer. Taste it.
You can just eat this?
It's actually the same thing that's used to make grape nuts, cereal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You could have this for breakfast.
Yeah. It's actually
or
better.
You could have this for breakfast.
I like this for breakfast. That's a good call, Steve.
While Mark was in Brooklyn, I was at the Ear Inn, one of the oldest bars in the city where their house beer is made by the Brooklyn Brewery. The Ear Inn has been around for so long that when it originally opened, it was on the water. After years of landfill to make the island of Manhattan larger, it's now several hundred feet inland.
This is arguably the oldest bar in New York. There's 3 other cats that maybe stake claim to that. But I'm here, so you're the winner.
Thank you.
This bar was established in
1817.
We see the sign out there. It looks like a play on the word bar. Is that where the term ear came from?
It came from the bar sign for the building itself is a national landmark, as the bar is.
Okay. And so you had to preserve the original name.
The original look, not name. The name was at the green door, which had no signing of any sort.
Okay. It had a green door.
Had a green door.
So what's with the name Ear Bar?
We used to have a Ear Inn magazine that we used to publish, the music magazine. So we published it upstairs.
Really?
Yeah.
Upstairs here?
Mm-hmm.
And it was called Ear because listening.
listening. Yeah,
And then you doctored a sign that says bar, and then you
Exactly.
painted over the edges.
Exactly,
There we go.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now you have a special beer here.
Yeah.
This isn't just any old beer.
No.
Why don't you tell me about what exactly it is that we're drinking?
You're drinking ear ale. We did some renovations and we found all these bottles, i.e. the ones behind the bar, and many more that are on exhibit actually at the New York Hysterical Society.
So you found some actual liquid.
Yeah, we gave it over to Steve Hindley at the Brooklyn Brewery, and he did some analysis and eventually came up and said this is the closest he could think of the taste of what that would be.
What year would it be?
Probably from the 1870s.
This is what the beer would have tasted like.
He imagines so. That's what Stevie think comes out with. It's an amber ale, sort of a lot of wheat. If you drink about 3 more pints, it doesn't.
What were you saying?
I wasn't. I was just watching.
That's a good beer. We are very honored to be here.
Thank you.
This is one of the oldest and certainly the finest pubs in New York City. And come here, have a pint with Martin. Have one of his pints. As a matter of fact, have his pint.
I drink my pint, yeah.
Can you kill this?
I was going to see if Martin wanted to race it.
You say go.
Sloucher.
You may or may not have beat me. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Thank you, sir. You are a gentleman. That was
you.
amazing. I beat you in a chugging contest. Yes!
Playing chess and checkers in the park is a popular pastime in New York City, but it's not that popular as a spectator sport. So we decided to up the ante with shots of beer.
It's time for the six-pack challenge.
So here's the deal. In every episode of Drinking Made Easy, Steve and I will face off in a six-pack challenge. We'll bet 6 six-packs on the outcome, and Mark will bet on who he thinks will win. Whoever wins the challenge gets 6 six-packs of beer.
For today's six-pack challenge, Lamprey and McKenna are playing beer checkers. The rules are simple. You get jumped, you drink your beer.
What's your strategy?
Not to get jumped.
Because we're in the park. Ah, crap.
Lamprey takes his head out of the game and sets up McKenna for a double.
There you go.
What an exciting start to a riveting game of checkers.
I have to make some sacrifices.
We all gotta make sacrifices. Come on, jump me, I'm getting thirsty. There you go. Right back at you, son.
Lamprey misses a double, but gets it on the back end.
All right.
This excitement is the reason why the World Checker Tour never quite made it.
Yeah. Oh, good move. How about 2 shots for you and King me?
Strong move by McKenna.
I think you're just distracted. Kingy.
Lamprey's loss of concentration looks like it's gonna cost him the game.
I'm glad you didn't see that you could jump that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
What are you gonna do now?
A double jump over Lamprey's king.
Oh. Here's 2 for you to drink. Wow, dude, are you okay? Can I just drink one of mine? I'm thirsty.
Lamprey has dug himself a hole he cannot get out of.
Oh, boy.
Oh, enjoy.
Coming after you, dog. Either way, you're done. It's over. All right, it's your turn.
He may look like a crazy Joaquin Phoenix, but McKenna's got some checker moves.
King me.
McKenna walks all over Lamprey and wins the six-pack challenge.